All right, welcome back to All Things ETH. I think we're live again now. We had a couple issues. Third time's the charm, though. Hopefully the internet stays up at my office here. Welcome back. This is the live stream, DeFi live stream at All Things ETH every Tuesday and Thursday, roughly between 3:30 and 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time in the US of A. And today, I hope to talk to DeFi as long as my internet stays up. I want to get into LSDs, pools, and specifically want to get into how I'm DeFi farming airdrops, and then what chains I'm going on, and that I want to maybe pull some of one thing in particular on sentiment. I want to pull a little profit and show you what I'm doing over there. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to go over to sentiment because the market right now is up. And I'm kind of thinking that we might come back down. So the, pardon me. I had to shut down my computer to get restarted here on the internet. So I think we have the potential to come back down a little bit, although my charts right now are telling me that otherwise, so I might wait up on this, but I might go through sentiment anyway, tell you what I'm up to, give you some ideas for your own DeFi shenanigans. This is a little degen play. I am currently... I put in one wrap staked ETH that is worth $1,845. I borrowed, or currently that's, I didn't actually put a full one in there, so it's worth $1,579. But I borrowed $1,600 over here. 1601 is where we're currently at. Borrowed $1,600 and bought a wrapped Ethereum over here. So how I did that was I so Sentiment has an account system. So you go into your account and you invest, I believe. So you can invest any of these collateral down here, and I believe they'll take, obviously they took my reps staked ETH, so maybe it wasn't on that pool in particular. I don't remember how I did it. There's a wallet system. So yeah, manage your assets. That's what it is. So you go to manage your assets, and then you can pull down this, and you can deposit any of these assets here. So I don't have anything I can deposit at the moment because I've got all these staked or wrapped up and earning. I could put a little bit of Ethereum to show you, but I'm not going to do that because I already have. So you add some sort of collateral here into your account, and then you go over here into the borrow tab, and you can borrow. This is what I like to do. So I'm sorry, I'm not even showing you my screen. Apologize. Let's go into my screen. All right, so we're going to start back over. Sentiment. You go up to the account section, you go up to where your wallet's at, and then you go manage assets, and then you can choose from your assets in your wallet, and the dollar amount of what you allocate as collateral will show up in your assets there, but also right here, total account value, right? So I've got my equity and my debts. My equity is here. That's what you would have deposited into your account up here. And then I borrowed $1,600 worth of USDC, and then I swapped it. And you go to trade here, and you can swap it USDC for anything here, which isn't a lot. You got some GMX curve, some basic standard DeFi protocols here. So I borrowed one wrap staked ETH or wrapped ETH rather, not wrapped staked ETH, but wrapped ETH, knowing that I would probably hold on to this as sort of a 2x leverage, right? So go back to my account. So that's what I've got. I've got $1,600 and some change based on this 2% APY. I've accrued up to almost $1 now. It's been about, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks since I did this. And if I wanted to, I could take some profit because we're up. And my wrapped ETH is worth 1,678, and I've borrowed 1,600. I could sell this wrapped Ethereum and make, you know, $78. I would do that if I felt like the market was going to return back down, but based on my indicators, I've got the price versus well money flow. This is and then trend exhaustion. This is from who is the creator of this? This is something confident. Can't remember off the top of my head. Trade Confident is the name of the site that does this. They've got a YouTube channel. Good stuff out there. Now my indicators are showing on the daily at least that we've got some room to go. So let's look on the 4 hour. 4 hours probably looking a little bit towards the top. I don't think we're quite ready yet to turn around, but I could be wrong. We are putting in slightly lower lows right now, or lower highs rather. We've got this, you know, downward sloping sort of thing going on here. Now if you draw it like that, that might be an indication that we're going up to the next level. But if you take out the wicks and draw it like this, you know, we could be hitting the top right here and you know, turning around shortly. So with the whale money flow pretty, you know, straight up in the air, I don't think we're done yet with this. I do think we'll probably get into 17, possibly hit up here 1730, something like that. 1750 could be a possibility right here. I think bullish momentum overall has been pretty awesome. I mean, if you look at this structure here, you know, we might come down to the downside because we're upward sloping. But, you know, I'm not much of a trader, guys, so I like to hodl. And it's probably what I'll continue to do with sentiment in particular, just accrue that 3.59%. But I'm already up, you know, what's you know, $70 on top of my 1,600. So, you know, I'm probably up 25% already. So what is that? Let's check. 1,600. Actually, let's do, yeah, 1,600. Shoot, I can't do the math right now. Let's do it on TradingView. Where's 1,600? 1,600 to now. Yep, we're up 4% on this in particular, but I'm up more than that because I'm essentially, you know, 2 times leverage. So anyway, I've made 70, let's call it $78 on my trade, and I think I'm gonna keep it open. I think we came down yesterday into this neighborhood. We dropped down into this neck of the woods. I think we'll probably go a little bit higher on this before we come back down, but that's just mine. This is not financial advice. I'll probably sell once we hit 1750, somewhere in that range on my sentiment, and then pay off some of my debt here. And hopefully watch the price come back down to 1,600 on Ethereum and rinse and repeat, right? So sentiment does not have a token, so this is part of my DeFi airdrop strategy. Sentiment does not have a token. Since it's a leverage protocol, a borrow and lend protocol, it's going to have fees. It is decentralized as far as I know, and will likely drop a token, and will likely pay pretty, you know, some pretty good dividends for somebody at some point, so I'm hoping to be one of those somebodies. But I think the more you transact in these, the more chance you have. And so at this point, guys, been doing this live streams for a little bit now. I would love to know what your thoughts are. I'm going to jump on the chat and see if we have any comments yet. No comments yet, so I'm going to just keep going. Please feel free to drop any questions you might have about DeFi in the chat, guys. We're going to keep moving forward. I'll keep an eye on it while we watch here. But other things I'm up to, let's look at the LSD shootout. LSDs right now are a solid bet. We this is the right spreadsheet. Wrong spreadsheet. And I don't see it up right now. So let's actually go into DeFi Llama. And I'll show you what I do on a regular basis. Go into DeFi Llama. And I'm showing these numbers on Twitter every day. So every single day, if you follow my Twitter, twitter.com/AllThingsETH, you can keep up with the LSD APRs that I'm posting daily. You can also do that at DeFi Llama, of course. But if you're already in Twitter and you're not in DeFi Llama, it's a nice place to follow. So follow along there. Lido has come back up to 5%. It's pretty good. Frax has come down from 8 to 7.25. Still really good compared to all of the other LSDs. Frax is still the top as far as APRs go, and that's variable APR. Changes every single day. Like if you followed along with my Twitter, you would know that. But stake wise is probably is second best as far as things go. They must have probably just fewer costs. I'm assuming, since they're a smaller company, smaller TVL. They're what, 6th in TVL or 5th in TVL as far as LSDs go. Stake count coming up pretty strong. Anchor is kind of newer on this list. There are a couple others out there that don't show up on this list yet, but Frax is my favorite. Rocket Pool is the most decentralized, and Coinbase and Lido are the top as far as TVL. Just really from an ease of use perspective, but Lido was the first of the game, and also fairly decentralized. Not quite as much as Rocket, definitely. Frax and Lido are slightly more similar as far as decentralization goes, in my estimation, at least in my research. So, but the cool thing about Frax is half the people swapping Ether for Frax are not staking, so that's why you see the higher rewards. Those who are staking get the higher rewards. Those who are using their Frax Ether in other DeFi protocols might be getting higher APRs elsewhere. So there's that incentive. Like right now, I'm getting, I think, let's go over to Convex rather. Show you my APRs in Convex and in Curve on my LSD pairs that I'm doing. Let's refresh this. I think I need to switch to mainnet. I think I'm on Arbitrum right now. So I'm currently making between 8 and 10, almost 11% APR on this pool. I'm up $20 in it's claimable, and that's where this is at. So this is a ETH against Frax pool within Convex. Started in Curve, brought my LPs over to Convex to get higher boosted rewards. I'll show you the TVLs here. The APRs here. FXS is the highest payout at 5.6%. There's curve rewards, convex rewards, and then a really small base curve variable APY. This is paid in ETH. But really liking the FXS token right now. Pretty happy to hold on to that, as well as the curve tokens. In fact, let's look at those on TradingView. I think they got a pretty good pump. FXS is up 5% today. Convex up 5%, Curve up 3.5%. And these are pretty high up for the year. I mean, Convex in particular has been on fire, going from $3 up to $6.50. We already doubled up there this year. That was the lows from, since ETH has started trading up, and I think DeFi is starting to kick back into gear. People are starting to get a little bit more active. GUI prices have gone up on the Ethereum chain. Lots of transactions are going on. If you go to ultrasound.money, you get a lot of transactions, a lot of volume on Arbitrum in particular. Let's run up here, just check on that. It's kind of what I do on the daily. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, guys. Love to answer any DeFi related questions, Ethereum specifically, ERC20, Uniswap, crushing it today. Let's look at the 30-day though. Yeah, mostly swaps. Optimism. Wow, Arbitrum is lower from a burn perspective, but I believe volume, that's over the last 30 days. Let's look at the last week. MetaMask, Uniswap. Uniswap is crushing it right now from a ETH burn perspective. Lots of fees. Coinbase is higher. Interesting. So Arbitrum, the last couple of weeks in particular, has just been on fire. A lot of people expecting an airdrop from Arbitrum in particular, but I think just DeFi in general, Arbitrum optimism. Not seeing Polygon up here, which is interesting. Polygon's kind of the favored to win as far as which layer 2 is going to prove the most popular. Well, right now they're not burning a lot of ETH. Now that doesn't mean that they aren't doing a lot of volume. In fact, I think we can go over to DeFi Llama and find out. So let's actually look at chains. Interesting. So yeah, so we've got Arbitrum has more TVL. Let's see, 24-hour volume. Arbitrum's higher in volume and in TVL than Polygon is right now. That is nuts. Didn't see that coming. I don't think anybody really saw that coming. Yeah, oh, wow, look at that. Very large difference in TVL and massive volume. Almost, not quite double, but really, really significant volume. Arbitrum almost catching up to BSC. That is insane. Not quite close there, but way closer than Polygon and Arbitrum. That is insane. To see Arbitrum just crushing it right now from a volume perspective. 1 month change is 57% higher in volume, but Ethereum 30% higher in volume. I think that's volume, unless that's TVL. Either way, Optimism is up huge. Polygon is not up that much. Now their price which would suggest otherwise. So Matic has gone up, let's see, let's go from the bottom here. 67%. At the top it was 70%, right? Let's go over to Optimism first, because they actually have a token. Where Arbitrum does not have a token yet, so we're gonna have to skip that, unfortunately, right? But we're up. Oh my goodness. 263% on the OP token. Let that soak in. So the OP token has massively jumped, 263%. Matic is only up 70%. Well, 70% is a lot, but not in crypto, right? And Arbitrum doesn't have a token yet, and it is massively crushing Matic in the last month at least, as far as volume goes, and TVL. So I am so bullish and so farming the heck out of Arbitrum right now. And so let's show you what I've got going in Arbitrum. I'm gonna go over to Zerion. All right, there's my portfolio, guys. You saw it. It's not everything. Zerion doesn't track everything, right? It's not including my Coinbase and my couple others like ZK money. You can't see, right, because it's a privacy chain. But I've got wrapped Ethereum on Arbitrum in the HOP protocol, making some sweet APY there. I think that's at like 11%. In fact, let's go to HOP on Arbitrum, find out what that TVL looks like right now, or that APR. So got 80 HOP and unlocked reward, or rewards to unlock. Arbitrum right now we're looking at 8.87%, mostly paid out in HOP tokens, which, you know, whether or not you like that is up to you. I think HOP, I did some more research into HOP after the live streams last week. I did some live streams, talked about HOP as not knowing what the utility of the token was, but also read they just released, HOP just released a kind of their roadmap for the next couple of years, and it looks really, really good. So I'm bullish HOP. I think they're one of the better known, at least for me. I've known about HOP since before it had a token. Unfortunately, did not get into DeFi nearly as much as I did just purchasing ETH and trading. My background is in trading. Actually, I traded stocks and options previously, day traded in fact. So I didn't really get into the DeFi side of things until probably a year and a half ago, mostly with, started actually in the Axie Infinity space, farming their tokens, which is, I know, kind of backwards, and I might lose some credibility, might not have any credibility to most of you guys anyway, but I digress. 42% APR on these tokens over here, guys. Like, look at these APRs. 42% on staking AXS. That's just staking the coin. You're not pooling it, you're just staking it, and you get 42% APR. I've made almost half of my staked AXS in just staking rewards. I mean, it was as high as 90% a year ago. Go over here. I mean, these APRs are insane. 126% on RON to USDC. I mean, these were up pretty high. These just came out today, so this is a little bit unfair. But this RON to WETH, wrapped ETH, this has been here for over a year and a half. I've been in this pool for a very long time, since it opened, and before we even knew what the APRs were, I was farming this. Turns out it was like 300% APR, and made a bunch of RON there, flipped it into AXS, played around with some trading on SLP, and it's been interesting. Of course, the price has fallen quite a bit on all tokens, especially altcoins, right? And Axie Infinity was not immune to this whatsoever. But look at these APRs. 88, 126, 55, 122. These will probably go down a little bit as these just opened today. They used to be in these, and the APRs were, you know, in the 30 to 60% range between these three. And now that we have these open, I'm excited to see. So the RON to WETH wrapped ETH pool. It gains 60,000 RON is allocated to this every single day, and based on the TVL, $38 million wrapped up in TVL here, and we're still getting a 55% APR. That's insane. And the token price on RON in particular. Now, these are ERC20s. The Ronin chain has forked from Ethereum, but I've been around since, before the RON token was even available. I was in the Axie Infinity ecosystem, and let's go to RON. I mean, this run has been crazy. Lows back in November of 22 to the highs. We've got a 443%. That's a 4x and then some, guys. So right now we're almost back to 4x, and I've just been farming this. I haven't bought a single RON token yet, and I just continue to farm them and then put them into swap them with some Ethereum and farm some more. So basically, I wouldn't call it free money, but I mean it's pretty close. So making up for some losses definitely in that world. Bought a bunch of Axies, had a huge, I would say it wasn't a huge guild, but I had 10 plus scholars playing with the Axies that I had. I have 78 Axies now, and got a bunch of people playing with them, and some people are coming back, which is really great. I want to say props to my guild. Some of you have never left, and I'm really proud of the community we've built over there. So if you want to follow my Discord, description will be in the link will be in the description at some point after I publish this, and you'll be able to join there. Talk about DeFi there, but also talk a lot about Axie Infinity. So if you're interested in that, jump on the Discord. My Twitter is probably more DeFi related. So if you're watching this, put any questions you might have about DeFi, best yields, LSD, ETH LSDs. This is all things Ethereum. So put any questions you might have in the chat, and I'd be happy to answer them. As we watch here, probably going to be here for another 15 minutes at least. Usually go about an hour on this every Tuesday and Thursday. So what else am I up to? So a lot of quests. I've been doing a lot of quests in layer 3. It's a great place to find out about what chains are doing DeFi and what possible airdrops there could be out there. Just a lot of quests, and you get to just learn about new projects on different chains, all ERC20 based, and that I've run into at least. Mostly Polygon, Ethereum, Arbitrum, Optimism. There's some AVAX. There's even a Doge NFT challenge. Premia is a new one that I'm going to check out for sure. I want to get into this as a protocol. I think their yields are pretty strong. Probably with my next ETH purchase, I might look into Premia as an option for yields, and definitely want to keep. I think they're on Abritrum too, so let's actually jump into. Let's check out their app while we're here. So they're an options vault, similar to Ribbon. If you're not familiar with this channel, I talk about Ribbon a lot. Coming from the options background, I do like the DeFi options vault. In fact, Ribbon just launched the new Uni covered call. So I've got you some Uniswap tokens that you're holding on to. Again, not financial advice, but I do like using Ribbon Finance to pump my bags. We're getting 21% on staked ETH, Lido staked ETH, projected for the year. If you use their DeFi vaults here, Rocket ETH. It's also just straight up Ethereum, 20% projected APR as well on there. And then I'm actually got a lot in the Earn, the RSTETH, which is the Earn. This is a little less risky, if you will. make about anywhere between 0.2 and 0.34% in, and it's very little risk here. The most you'll lose on a weekly basis is 0.5%, and 0.5% is what we the cost is to be in this. And if you don't win, if the strategy is a straddle strategy essentially, so it's a twin win situation. There's a option covering the long and the short, and as long as Ethereum doesn't move more than 10% in the week, you make some APR here. So, and at 0.3%, let's say 0.3 times 52, 15% is, I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, man, but it's close. Not too many weeks do you see Ethereum running up more than 10% for the entire week. You might see a 10% run, but then you'll probably see a 3 to 5% turn, and every Friday morning is when these options expire. So pretty good chance of staying within that 10% range. There is some risk as far as, there is some of this that goes out to lending protocols, so there's some possible risk there, but I think for the most part, guys, we're through the bear market, and a lot of the insolvency that we saw, with 3AC or Luna, and we're seeing it with Genesis right now. Unfortunately, I do have money in the stock market that's purchased some of that Ethereum in what's that, the the Grayscale ETH trust. Some of my old 401k money is wrapped up in that, and that hasn't been doing well, mainly because of some insolvency issues there. I think they lended to some the parent company to Grayscale lended to some bad actors, unfortunately, and they've been selling off some of their shares of Grayscale Ethereum Trust in particular, that I found out today, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Long term, I think Grayscale is certainly solvent. Plenty of ETH on the books. I'm a little bit worried about the share price, but it's already been at a discount as far as like the spot price to the share price. So I do think we'll see a resurgence when the bear market is fully over, which I'm not sure it is yet, but we'll see. DeFi is definitely coming back, so that's why I'm trying to use as many protocols as possible. So other things that I got on Arbitrum, let's get back to it. Premia, right? Premia, we've got some different vaults here, and they are covered call pool, put pool, call pool, put pool. Very similar to Ribbon here. There's some voting, obviously, there. I'm not sure what else. Options, pools, and vaults. This is what we're looking at. Pools and vaults. I don't see any other pools necessarily. Maybe those yearn. No, they're all options related. It looks like puts, calls. Yep. Let's see. Options. Looks like we got some like straight up option strike prices and stuff. So this is interesting. Wasn't aware of this. Might have to look into. I know, like the interface here. So Ribbon is coming out with their own options trading platform called Evo, and I've gotten to look. In fact, I have it right here. I can't show you because it's in beta and it's closed beta, so I can't show you what it looks like. But I'm excited for it, guys. We do have a little bit of work to do on the interface, I think, in particular. It would be nice if it looked similar to this. I like how this is laid out. But location restricted. Obviously, be careful with that. Do what you can. I'm going to put it at that. I'm not going to say anything more. But, you know, have fun in DeFi. I think it's a great place to, you know, stretch your knowledge. There's a lot of people willing to help you out, especially in Discord. Join Premia or Ribbons, Discord. A lot of people are open to just helping you out with what's going on, how these things work. It's a really positive atmosphere in a lot of the Discord channels that I have. In fact, I've had very little negative interaction in Discord in general with all these different protocols. Get in some quests. So layer 3, check it out. Do some quests. You'll farm some DeFi or some airdrops here. Arbitrum Adventure is a good one to get started on if you like Arbitrum. I mean, it's hard to argue with some amazing TVL and volume. It's hard to ignore Arbitrum right now. In fact, I wouldn't, especially with a potential coin coming out. Haven't heard anything specific yet, but it'd be awesome to see a coin drop soon. So get in there before it's too late, before they do the snapshot. And then other quests, guild.xyz. There's all kinds of different guilds that you can join here. Most of them are related to roles that you have inside of Discord. And this is how you start building community, guys. So I'm in a bunch of guilds here. Let's see if I can show you what guilds in particular. MetaMask addresses. Not sure if I can show you exactly, but I don't spend a lot of time in this one. I've spent more time in layer 3. But it would be nice to see what I'm connected to. I know there's a screen that you can. Definitely in the Arbitrum one. This is Trader Joe, which is a swap program. I'm definitely in the Zerion Guild. And what other Discord channels should I recommend here? Y2K has been really fun lately. Y2K Finance actually had a free Texas Hold'em poker game available to all their players, all their Discord channel. It was really fun Sunday afternoon. It was open for about an hour. Lots of shenanigans going on at the tables, but it was super fun. 32 Dreams is a airdrop farming Discord channel. Like that a lot. Same with Earndrop. Earndrop Alpha has been fantastic. In fact, if you're not over there, if you're into farming airdrops, I highly recommend this. In fact, this is new alpha from Olympio. Olympio is on Twitter as well, so follow him over there. But Olive Yield, I'm gonna have to check this one out. In fact, let's just check this out while we're here. So a lot of them are going to connect to Twitter feeds. Twitter is a great place, obviously, to find alpha. It's the most up-to-date news. So DeFi protocol that operates vaults generating yield. So another DeFi option vault probably. Covered call, yep, put sell. So Olive token. Their token is already confirmed. 40% is destined for the community. This 40% can be used for the community rewards, such as trading rewards, staking, liquidity mining, airdrops, of course. So if this is anything like the Ribbon airdrop was massive. I was not a part of it. Again, I got in a little bit late to some of the major airdrops. I didn't get to be a part of the Uniswap airdrop or the ENS airdrop. Just a little bit late to the game on both of those, as well as the Ribbon, although Ribbon's been great community to get involved with. Make some Ribbon content and do get compensated in Ribbon tokens over there, which has been awesome. But everybody's super generous because they just want more people talking about this stuff. So get involved with communities about DeFi. And check out this thread on Olive if you're into DOVs or DeFi option vaults. Check out Olive. I mentioned Premia as well. Now, I don't know if Premia has a token, and a great place to look at that is DeFi Llama. So let's search. Let's see if we can find Premia here. They often have, looks like it might have a token already. Usually, actually, let's go to yields. And then let's go to projects and then type in Premia here. So it'll show us right away. Boom. Give me Premia. So let's go to ETH. I think we need to like give it some sort of definition here before it'll just locate Premia. Why is it not just giving me Premia here? I'm gonna have to find it. All right. Let's go to a different screen. I know Premia's in here. This is what I look through every single day, guys. On the yields, I look up ETH to staked ETH yields, post it on Twitter. The highest APYs make it to my Twitter account every single day. So if you're wanting to know what the best yields are, check out my Twitter. What's going on here? I'm gonna have to grab this and move it up. All right, so projects, Premia, Clear All, Premia. All right, Premia looks like it does have a token because it would have an airdrop little locator by it, so that's been airdropped. Who's to say that they couldn't drop more? But if we go back, I'm going to show you. There's a little icon on on DeFi Llama, in particular for projects that don't have a token out yet and have a potential airdrop, right? So yeah, so Conto lending on Conto. Of course, some weird chain that I haven't heard of. Let's go to a different one. Clipper on Ethereum. Clipper has not released a token. This is probably the biggest one out there, guys, that hasn't, it's been rumored for a long time to have a token, hasn't dropped yet. Arbitrum obviously doesn't have a token. Let's look for others here. I think there's an airdrop section on DeFi Llama as well. In fact, let's check that out. Overview, borrow, leverage, data, DEX aggregator, liquidations, volumes, stables. Let's go to DeFi again. Where is it? I know there's airdrops. Here we go. So this is a great place to look for potential airdrop. Total money raised. This will show up if they have anything new that they've raised. I would focus on Arbitrum specific stuff. So Dyson, I'm gonna have to check out. A yield aggregator, definitely want to check that out. So let's maybe do that in a second, but then let's look for Arbitrum in particular. So chains, it's not gonna let us just do a drop down on chains, huh? Maybe it will here. Nope. Okay, so let's just look for Arbitrum. Arbitrum, Zyberswap. Sounds like Kyberswap to me. Maybe check that out. Do a little bit of swaps on that. Nutra Finance, interesting. Bunny, this is definitely one to check out. I've heard about this one. Quadrat, haven't heard of. Stake Hut, liquidity, interesting. Gumball, I'm actually in the Gumball. This is cool. So I was talking earlier about Y2K Finance, and they did a poker tournament, and they actually teamed up with the Discord at Gumball as well. So that's pretty cool. It's a NFT marketplace. So I might have to check that out on Arbitrum. Arbitrum NFTs are quite a bit cheaper than they are on mainnet, especially on the gas side of things. Miso, maybe? Miso, whatever that's how you pronounce that, I'm not sure. But this is a great place to look for projects that don't yet have a token that could possibly airdrop, right? Contago. It's interesting how this is laid out. I would have laid it out a little bit differently personally. But DeFi Llama is fantastic at aggregating. Not always best at putting the very, most interesting information on top for me in particular. I don't know about you, but a lot of mainnet stuff doesn't have tokens yet. I don't like spending a lot of my airdrop farming time on mainnet because it's really expensive in relative terms. I mean, gosh, it was way more expensive a year ago to transact on Ethereum than it is now. But in comparison to Arbitrum and Optimism, where a lot of the DeFi stuff is going on, I mean, there's plenty of stuff on Polygon too. So if you got some money on Polygon, if you got some Matic, go over to Swap. It's probably a swap, right? Dexes. So Orbit. Now Orbiter is one, and I'm kind of surprised it doesn't show up like near the top on this. Orbiter Finance, or it's a bridge. I believe it's right here. Yep. If you haven't used Orbiter yet, this one is top of the list as far as things go with some of the alpha that I've gotten on where to farm an airdrop. So Orbiter does not have a token yet. A lot of bridges will have a token likely, especially to gain liquidity for their projects. They'll need a token. Obviously, Hop has done so. I talked about them a little bit earlier. Arbitrum has its own bridge. A lot of bridges are trying to go multi-chain, and so check out Orbiter Finance in particular. I do not have a token yet. So I think I do have one more photo to share with you. I think it's in my preview. This is this is something I found while I was doing some airdrop farming, some research into it, and go ahead and screenshot this, guys, if you get a chance. Blow it up. I'll try to find a link below, or I might just drop it in the comments, the photo itself. This came out a while ago, though. I believe this spreadsheet was created in like November of 2022. So tokens announced. This is up to date, though. So as far as things go, this is currently up to date, and as far as I know. So check it out. We have different exchanges, bridges. It will let you know if the token's already come out. So token already distributed. Yep. So Hop is already distributed, obviously. Li-Fi. So I actually went to Li-Fi's bridge, and let's go check that out real quick. Let's see if this is the right one. Yes. Products. Bridge swap SDK. No, this isn't it. What was the Transferdo? Yep. So this bridge right here, Transferdo by Li-Fi, does not have a token yet. I did swap, I believe, from like Arbitrum or Optimism to Polygon yesterday, hoping to get some volume created with my wallet there. Focus on as many things as you can, but don't go crazy. Don't spend too much money on airdrops. But do your own research, have fun, get into some discords. Earn Drop in particular, it's a great discord. follow some guys on Twitter. Biggest followers that I have, that I like to follow on Twitter for airdrops in particular are Shiro is fantastic. He has a email list, Shiro's Alphas. So Shiro, look for this. It's a little bit tough to find. I think it's Shiro with a underscore after it, and look for that this purple cat to make sure you're getting the right one. Some great airdrops there. Some great airdrop alpha, I should say. So some good. This is where I actually found that photo that I just shared with you. So airdrop season SZN is another one to follow. This is the 32 Dreams, and that's why I joined their Discord, because right now it is. I think it's going to be airdrop season, guys. I really do. With it's kind of the time of year that things started dropping for like Ribbon and Uniswap. Kind of pre-bull market is where you start seeing some action for it's good marketing, getting some people into new protocols and getting excitement going. So again, guild.xyz, join some guilds, create some volume on different protocols, or go to layer 3 and make some volume on some protocols. And with that, guys, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Love to answer any questions on this live stream. That's why I'm here. Been around in the DeFi space for a couple years. Been around trading crypto for over that, probably closer to 3 years now. And I got to see the bull run of 2020, 2021, and the collapse of 2022, and have lived through it. And we'll talk about anything Ethereum or EVM compatible. So anything ERC20, I'm happy to chat about, happy to ask questions on, and do a lot of research on the daily in this space. So I'm going to sign off here quickly unless anybody has any questions. But thank you for watching, and I'll wait around to see if anybody wants to comment quick, but probably peace out here soon. One thing I wanted to mention, KyberSwap in particular has got campaigns going on the regular. And I would do this on Arbitrum in particular, just because there's so much volume going on. I think there's a lot of momentum in Arbitrum. A lot of TVL. KyberSwap's a big player in the L2 space as far as swaps go. Lots of incentives to use their pools. But check out their campaigns, guys. I've qualified for their last couple here. I did the ZK Bob swap trading campaign on Optimism last week, and this week I did the KyberSwap Umami trading campaign. I am ranked 63rd out of 741. Now obviously that's not going to guarantee me any specific money here. In fact, they've already put out who's won. I don't see my address here. I'll have to go over to this one and see as well. It doesn't look like I made any of the top as far as points go. Now this doesn't mean that I haven't won yet, so let's see rewards here. So 1st through 4th make this much in KNC rewards, or I believe that's Kyber crystals or something like that. But then there's 64 lucky winners picked at random will make $50 in KNC each. So there's a really good chance that you make some volume in these guys. It doesn't take a lot of time. Swap some tokens back and forth, make some volume, and find yourself the chance to win some KyberSwap. If you're DeFi farming already, you're airdrop farming already, why not go over to KyberSwap, check out the campaigns tab, and swap back and forth a couple times. It's not that expensive. Like, let's go to swap real quick and just look at what it would cost to do a pretty simple swap. So let's say Ethereum to, let's just say Umami, since we're since that's the last one I did. Let's just make some volume here. So 0.02 Ethereum Gives me one umami. Doesn't give me a lot of volume, but you know, why not trade a little bit, right? So let's swap. You know, it's going to cost me 4 cents to make this transaction. So for 4 cents, I'm getting entries into the campaign for this specific rewards platform. Not financial advice, guys, but you know, it's kind of a lottery system, and it's kind of fun to make some volume, see your rank go up. I mean, I'm sure there's some whales in here that are just dumping, you know, 5 ETH to 50 ETH at a time into these and just quick swapping back and forth. You know, they might be losing, you know, 20 bucks, 50 bucks tops, but then they're guaranteeing themselves the top spots here, and the rewards being, you know, 1,000 bucks in KNC. I don't know if they're wasting their time, but you know, I wouldn't bat my eyes at $1,000 in KNC, you know. So if I had 50 Ethereum to just swap back and forth a couple times, you know, make some serious volume and then rank up. I'm surprised I actually stayed at 63rd. I think I was at like 51st rank a couple days ago, and then, you know, after swapping, you know, 50 bucks back and forth like 2 or 3 times. In fact, you can see my transactions. They actually show you. So I did $50 transacted 4 times and made myself to rank 63rd. Not terrible. Obviously, if I had more, I would do it. Might have to do that over with a higher amount of money at some point, just to have fun. See if I can't win one or get close to winning one. See what it takes, right? So with that, thank you so much for watching, guys. This is the All Things ETH DeFi live stream Tuesday and Thursday between 3:30 and 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll see you back here on Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content just like this in the DeFi space, ERC20 related, EVM compatible, anything Ethereum or layer 2 in particular. A little bit of AVAX as well. They're EVM compatible, different DeFi chains. So thank you for watching, and God bless.